so bad. What's going on, YouTube? I'm Josh, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're talking oil. Before we get into the video, just to give you guys a heads up, the stuff we're going to be talking about today is oil type and why it's important, how to do an oil change, how to reset your oil light, the reminder in the dashboard, that and more coming up. So the first thing that you need to consider when doing an oil change yourself is which oil type you're going to use. Now, Mopar and Jeep recommend Pennzoil 0W40 Super Synthetic. It's an SRT specific oil that's crucial because of the way that the timing in the motor works. Why are we vlogging in Walmart? Well, it's because they have the cheapest oil.
How's it going?
Good, and yourself?
Yes. This is what I need.
Perfect. And you're at 757.
Alright, you're all set.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
So we're here at the Jeep store. This is AutoNation Chrysler Jeep in Golden, Colorado. We just picked up some oil. This was the only place I could find oil for this thing. It's the Pennzoil 040 SRT specific oil. And the reason they use that oil is for the cam phasers, which we'll get to in a little bit. But anyways, just because I love you guys, if you are in the market for a Jeep SRT, this is the store you need to go to. These guys are really good people. It's a local business, and even if you aren't in Colorado, they will still hook you up with the best price. Alright guys, so the reason why we need to get SRT oil for the Jeep is because it's a special 040 SRT blend super synthetic. And the reason you need to use the super synthetic is because this Jeep has what's called cam phasers. And what cam phasers do is they advance or retard, don't laugh, they advance or retard the timing for the intake or exhaust. Each manufacturer is different, not all cars have them. And now, the cool thing is, we've got a vehicle. This poor bastard dropped a valve. This is what I mean by dropped a valve. Let's just get this out of here real quick so you can see this shit. There's a piston missing. So that's just a little fun fact, but this is a cam phaser. Now there's a spring. There's this spring in here, and what this does is the oil controls it, and it either rotates it this way or this way. And what that does is it changes the timing on your camshaft. Now this particular one is obviously out of a Chevy. It's a straight 6-cylinder. This is your exhaust camshaft. Now if we take this out of here, you can see that in here is where the oil feeds into your camshaft. So the oil comes out of this port right here and goes directly into the camshaft in that port and goes through the camshaft into the cam phaser, locking or unlocking it to advance or retard timing. So the reason we use the 040 SRT oil, there's actually two reasons. One is the cam phasers. If you don't have the right oil in there, it's not going to be able to do its job the right way, and it's not going to perform the way that it's supposed to. The other reason we use the 040 Pennzoil Super Synthetic is because of the lifter tick. These 392 Hemis are notorious for having lifter tick. It's a common failure, and the best way to avoid it is to use the OEM oil that's recommended for the vehicle. So now that we've gotten the oil type out of the way and what a cam phaser is, we're gonna do the oil change. But obviously we can't do the oil change in this garage because, well, it should be self-explanatory. Alright, so we got the Jeep pulled up outside. Let's go out there, get it jacked up, and I'll show you guys how to do this oil change. And it's snowing. Now before you jack it up, you want to pull the dipstick and the oil fill. Okay, so this allows air to go into the motor so there isn't a vacuum and the oil drains faster. This is just to remind me that there isn't any oil in it, which on a professional level, when you're working on a ton of cars, that's just a habit you get into. So we've got it jacked up. Now we're gonna pull the drain plug and loosen the oil filter to drain all the oil, and I'll show you guys where the drain plug is and the oil filter is in a second, or right now. The drain plug is a 13mm socket extension. The drain plug is underneath, right up front. And the oil filter is just past that. Alright, now that our oil filter is drained and most of the oil is out of the engine, I'm going to go ahead and put the drain plug back in first so that I don't get hot oil dripping on my arm, and then I'm going to put the new oil filter on. We're going to take our new oil filter and a little bit of the old oil, just a skosh, and then you're going to lubricate the new seal so that it goes on nice when you're threading the new filter on. Alright, so we're going to get it down off the jacks and put some oil in it. Unless you want to make a mess, use a funnel. And we've got our oil. Exclusively recommended for SRT vehicle engines. The factory calls for 7 quarts. I always buy 8, just in case. Alright, now that we've got oil in it, we're going to verify our oil level before we start it. You can see that the oil level is above the safe level right there, but the oil filter is empty, so we know it's safe to go ahead and start, and then the oil pump will take the oil level down to just above safe, or right at the top of the safe line. When you start it, it's going to make some funny noises. That's just the oil pressure building. Don't worry. Alright, that sounded good. Let's recheck oil. So as you can see, it sucked the oil down to the top of the safe level. Now we can close the hood. We're done under here. Alright, now that we've got the oil changed, we can do the oil light reset. So, we're back in the car, obviously, and what you're going to want to do... Alright, so we're going to turn the ignition to the on position. using the controls on the steering wheel, we're gonna scroll over to the oil life. Okay. So we're gonna hit the gas pedal slowly 3 times all the way to the floor, all the way back up, 3 times within 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, we now have 100% oil life. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the ignition off. And there you have it. The oil change on the Jeep SRT done. Oil type and why we use that oil. We've got how to do the oil change and resetting the oil light. Alright guys, well, if you enjoy content like this, you know what to do. Smash the subscribe button. And make sure you hit the bell notification so that you get notified when I do upload new content. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those in the section below. Make sure you smash the like button also. I love you guys. And if you feel like contributing to this channel or this page more so than you guys already do, I love you for it. Check out my Patreon. There's a link in the description below. As far as the AutoNation Jeep store, if you mention this video or any of my videos, they'll give you a really, really good deal on a Jeep. So make sure to check them out if you're in the market. Other than that, guys, you know what to do. Be safe, happy holidays, and until the next video, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.